Hey everybody, welcome to another Daily Play episode for Full Nova Zero. This is the GRS, and I'm here to play some FTL today, Faster Than Light. Maybe talk a little bit about Halo 4 as I've been playing that as well, but first let's get a game going and then we can figure out everything else. I think I'm going to be playing Taurus because I've generally had the best experience with this ship, by far. And I usually take it on easy. I don't know if there's a reason to, but maybe I could take it on normal. I've been generally making it to the end of the game, but I don't think I think like the scrap rewards are actually less when you're on normal. So I don't even think I could. I don't think I could get anywhere on that. So I'm just gonna take it on easy in that case, and we'll get this underway. Always want to put a guy on weapons and either engines or shields, and I usually recommend shields early in the game just to keep them up. So far we've been playing a little bit of Halo 4 on the co-op portion of the game, and oh yeah, let's do this quest down here. That sounds good. And it's been pretty fun. I think the only problem I have... Oh, wait a minute. So now these guys want 2 fuel. As you can see the warm... Alright, I guess I just got 2 fuel, so... and it took some scans of the sector. Oh, that does help, actually. That's pretty good. So that means we could probably take this one down here and avoid a lot of engagements that we don't need to go on. You land a small shuttle in an enormous field whose only occupants are small, brightly covered, 6-leg, horse-leg animals. I always try to communicate peacefully with these guys. Alright, well, we got some drone parts and whatnot, so that's good. Keep moving on. The Halo 4 single-player / co-op game so far has been pretty good. And I can't say... it looks like we got a new guy, by the way. Do we get 2 new guys? Oh wow, I didn't even notice. I have to say that it's been a pretty fun journey so far, but not. I like the idea that there's like a villain in it. That's about as far as I've gotten, is seeing that there's like a central villain to the plot. I'm always kind of. It feels like my eyes glaze over when it gets more into the idea of like what's going on as far as a universe, like the meta plot part of it. Like I know things are going on, but it's like I just don't. I'm gonna try and hit the ship, by the way. I know what's going on from like a really generic standpoint, but I don't really know what's going on from a larger series standpoint. So. Yeah, we're gonna try and get a slave, one of the slaves from the ship here by attacking it. And I think that anti-ship drone is probably gonna be pretty useful in the beginning here. Just keep these shields down, I think. Just set this to auto fire early in the game, and then you just want to train up whoever you have on the guns. So just keep firing and firing and firing. And I think honestly the auto fire is the best way to do that. In the case of the Engi ship, your auto turret here can basically do all the real damage, so if you can keep those shields down, you can keep firing on it pretty well. Anyway, but Halo 4 so far has been pretty good. I like a lot of the new weapons, although it was sort of almost a non-complaint, but I felt like all the new weapons are basically just like alien versions of the human weapons. Like you have a pistol, that works similarly to the Magnum pistol, and you have a scatter shot, which is basically kind of a neat shotgun, and then you also have an assault rifle type one. I think it's a suppressor, and then a sniper rifle one, which I think is just called the long shot. A little uninspired name there, but I think those are they look cool, at least, and I like when you reload them, the whole gun kind of comes apart, and then you put the ammo in and everything. It's pretty neat looking, I guess. Just as a quick summary of it. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to use these anti-ship drones pretty often right now. We don't have enough power, unfortunately, but that's okay. I'm kind of just saving up my money like I usually do in the beginning. But I think the biggest thing is that we really had no idea what it was going to be like. Like if 343 could actually pull something off, it was always kind of hard to tell. And sure enough, I think 343 really pulled through. Alright, so we definitely don't need to make it to the exit yet, so I think I could probably take on a few more ships here, trying to get some extra scrap and all that. Even go down and probably make like, I could probably get like 4, this looks like the safest route here. It's going all the way down and out, since I could easily escape at any moment. Need that civilian ship. Oh, that's right, that's number 4 or number 5? Number 5 for the anti-ship. These guys have an anti-ship drone as well, so that's probably not going to be so good for me. Try and get those weapons down here. I got an Engi that I can use to repair my ship. Sort of a free Engi. I feel like I wasn't paying attention on the last battle. I was trying to talk too much because I'm pretty sure I was attacking a slaver ship and I should have gotten somebody from that. Well, I will apologize for that. Sorry, I was just looking at our stream here and I saw that there's another channel called Moons with an S. I don't know what that is. Is that a game? I don't know what that is. Okay. It's caught my attention. Let's defend this outpost. You know, honestly, at the first beginning of the game, I don't really worry too much about anybody. Any of these first... I mean, if there's somebody who is powerful enough to take me out on the first level of the game, first sector of the game, then they probably deserve it in some way. It's probably something we did wrong. Got a lot of scrap, though, for the beginning of the game here. I do like that. Alright, let's jump out. I think I'm gonna jump. This is probably gonna be the safest bet, is just to go make a little U-ey around, around the sector here. Uh-oh, this doesn't sound good. I guess we can't go down to the planet because of that, so that's too bad. Alright, we'll just jump out of the sector then. Hopefully there's something to do right here. Oh, no. So let's see here. We want to attack the automated ship to get to that storage cache. That sounds pretty good to me. Always risk reward. Always take it. Unless the risk outweighs the reward. Almost done with my coffee at this point. I've got it halfway through Halo because I felt like I was going to fall asleep halfway through it. Not because the game was bad or anything, just because I didn't have enough sleep. I'm feeling okay now, but I could feel better. So I'm feeling pretty good about our cache of scrap right now, and I'm really just hoping that we'll encounter some sort of store here in the next sector, in this sector that is. Now this guy's got a quest for us to do, so we'll go and take that on, and sure enough, there's a store right here. Now, even though this is Sector 2, I think I could probably stand to get a little more scrap right before that, so I'll take on the adjacent couple of ones here. We'll see if we can take these guys on. Hopefully I can without any too many troubles. thing I find about the Engi ship is it's a really good starter ship, just because that ion blaster isn't very good for doing damage or anything, but it's really good for taking down the systems of the enemy, and then just letting your anti-ship drone basically do all the work. You'll get enough drone parts going through the game that you'll generally be able to keep that strategy up for the most part. There's even a store that's over here, so I might actually have some pretty good pickings between the two of them. I'm going to take that adjacent sector first, though. So we can actually delay the rebels here by placing some missiles. I actually want to secure that cache, though, so we can get some more stuff. And sure enough, I got a hull repair drone, as well as 25 more scrap, so I feel like that was probably a good... that was probably a smart decision there. And I think at this point, 279, I don't even think I could spend that much if I wanted to, so time to take up this store here. So we have a choice between getting the cloaking, which we're probably going to do here, and the crew teleporter, which honestly, I could get both of them and not feel too bad. First of all, I'm going to fix everything. So that's always good. We're pretty good on all three of these materials here. I'm actually pretty amazed by that. Cloaking's a no-brainer. I'm definitely going to grab that. I guess the one I'm thinking of, I'm definitely not thinking ion bomb here, but maybe a better ion blaster. It's going to require the same... Oh, I already have an ion blast too, so I guess I don't need that. Never mind. Well, let's hold on to the money then, because there might be like a good weapon. I don't really think I need any crew. I'm on the fence, I guess. It always gets like this, because I could even spend a lot of stuff on upgrades here, and I feel like that would probably be a lot better. Just remember there's another store here, and I'm thinking that might be the way to go. So let's so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's too many jumps. I don't think we'd make it all. And the only thing my main reservation about grabbing that teleporter is it's probably not the best thing to grab right after grabbing a cloak. It's probably going to be better to upgrade the ship in some way. 221. I really should go for shields early on in the game, so I can focus on not getting that. They're pretty cheap early on in the game too. You want to get like everything too. I think it would cost about 100. Well, I'm just thinking I can probably go to the distress beacon, but I could also go to the store here and then go to the quest. And that would be pretty good to just snag a couple other points too before going to the exit. I think that's probably going to be the safer decision. As much as I want to go to this distress beacon, I don't think it's the safest decision right now. So this actually gives me a moment to go to the other store too without considering ship upgrades yet. They might have something pretty awesome here. Oh, and they do have a pike beam. Pike beams are really good. I seem to remember them having a really large amount of area that they can cut through. And join that in with the ion blaster where I'm taking out their shields really easily. That's probably going to be a pretty good combination there. And the thing that caught me off guard last time I played as an Engi ship was the fact that I didn't have some sort of anything to take out their ships easily. So I think I got really caught off guard actually because I ran out of materials up here. Engi ship really depends on you having like drones, and so if you can kind of wean off that dependence really good, you can do pretty well. So now I'm feeling like I'm going to need the appropriate weapon amount here from scrapped. That's going to be 35 plus 50, so I don't quite have enough for that yet. Now on this one, it's going to be 20 plus 30. Like I said earlier, it's going to be 100 total. So I'm not really leaning either way. There's no reason for us to grab weapon control right now. And then I could also just put some in engines and maybe one in power to increase our evade. That would work just as well in my opinion. Yeah, it's always a bit of a toss-up when I play. We are about to hit this quest here, so that might actually have quite a few materials. So I'll try and hit up that quest first, and then we'll see what I get. I keep pushing stuff out because I'm like, I don't want to, you know, one decision here might not actually be the best decision later on. Let's turn on that cloak, might as well take advantage of it. I'm going to take advantage of the anti-ship. Turn it off. Just for a while longer. Because at this low level I can pretty much depend on my... I can depend on both the robot and the ion cannon to basically do all the damage that I need. That's that. Only wasted my drone parts, and that's not really a lot, so that's pretty good. And it looks like we just got a Hermes missile, which are pretty good. That was actually for sale at the store, so I'm pretty glad we didn't go with that now. And I also have enough for, I'm going to do this quest first, but I also have enough for shields if I want to do that. But I think I'm going to end up going with the, in fact, I'm definitely going to go with upgrading the weapon system. Oh, these guys are actually a store? Huh, I wasn't quite expecting that. So let me check out and see here, because I really love, long-range scanners are pretty awesome. I think I only have one system so far, the Engi Medbot Dispersal, which is basically something that heals any of my guys in any part of the ship as long as this is turned on, the med bay. And that's a pretty awesome thing to have. I actually really enjoy having that system. So let's see what they had again. So long-range scanners, that'll let me see before I get to a planet if there's going to be any ships there, if there's going to be a sun, then I have to deal with that. I think is actually pretty well worth it. The reverse ion field is protecting our ships from ion damage, giving a 20% chance to negate it entirely. I've never really used that one, and so I can't really speak to whether it's actually worth it or not. Scrap recovery arm allows the ship to collect 10% more scrap from any source. That is, that's probably a really good early investment because, and it's still pretty early in the game, so 10% would probably amount in quite a bit of scrap later on in the game. And I'm trying to decide if that would be worth it right now. I think it would. I mean, even as 50% or 50 scrap. Once we get into like Sector 4, that's probably going to pay off in spades. So, definitely on the long-range scanners, yes. I don't think I have enough to actually upgrade any of these systems by themselves, except for maybe engines. So, yeah, let's just go for it, I guess. We'll get the scrap recovery arm and just sort of hope that that really pays off later on. And I think at this point I really need another power bar, so we'll go with that too. We'll definitely be able to get into this distress beacon and then make it out in time, so I'm going to go for that. We still don't have the weapon systems upgraded, unfortunately. But this being early on in the game, I can still pretty much depend on the ion blast and our anti-ship drone, so I'm going to go with that. Might as well power up the cloak system too. Now the cloak system's interesting because even if they're just charging up their weapons, it'll pause the weapon charge up entirely, and that ends up being a pretty awesome boon for you because it gives you a little more time to charge up your own weapons and you know, maybe take out their weapon system or their shields or whatever. And now you can see I really got to get out of this area, so I'm going to go to the next point that's safe, and then we'll head right out to the exit. Got another one of those hull repair drones. Interesting. So that's probably something I'm going to be able to sell in the next sector. Oh, I just get freebie scrap and fuel and drone parts. I always like that. Freebies are fun. I think I'm going to hit up this rock-controlled sector just so I have access to this one and this one. No other real preference other than that. Honestly, unless you're going into a nebula territory, I've found a lot of those. Selections of which world to go to be pretty. I mean, after you do a couple quests, that is, it's kind of a toss-up whether or not it's good to go to one of them or not. I suppose the home worlds always have a really awesome quest you can do that gets you a lot more scrap and stuff. So we're probably not going to go to this one because this one seems to be close to a nearby sun, and this is where that long-range scanner really comes in handy, so I can avoid stuff like that. I really hate getting close to suns. Counter a small craft with minimum propulsion. Its rock crew members explains that the rock homeworld is run on lies and propaganda. And so I can promise to share with them the truths they've been denied, or tell them their god sent them here to join your crew. I think I want to try that. Oh, okay. Yeah, we didn't. I think if we actually had a rock crew member, we probably could have convinced them to join us, or at least one of them. But now that's probably not quite so easy to do. I'm gonna try the same strategy here, see if it's gonna work at all. It seems like these guys still have pretty weak shields. Their engines are a little better though, so they're able to evade on that ion. Took out their oxygen. That should work out. Oh, and they took out our oxygen. Let's make sure we repair that right away. It's not a lot you have to do when you just use this strategy, but you don't have to do that for very long, I'm afraid. I'm definitely going to kill these guys here in a moment, so I don't think we're going to accept surrender there. Unless they offer you a really awesome weapon or something, it's just never really that. It's never really a great idea to accept surrender. Or if they, I think I missed this when we were killing the slaver ship, but if they offer you a person, I think that's also a really good opportunity. So it only looks like I'm going to get a moment to try out the store here, so I'm just going to try and get over there right now and see if they got anything cool. So and I do believe I can sell something too, and I could even hire a rockman, which is probably something I should do. Let's sell them one of our hull repairs. Oh, whoops. Need to be in the store. Wow, that sells for 50? I wasn't not expecting that. Still have that scrap recovery arm. That sells for 25. That's half of what we bought it for. They also have the automated reloader that helps out our weapon shot. And they have the drone recovery arm to retrieve drones, so I don't think we need that either. Let's get Liam here on the crew. I could always use a rockman. And fix. And how are we doing on fuel here? A little bit low. I could probably feel a little safer with a few more fuels, so let's grab a few of those. Nothing worse than being low on fuel. And as far as where to put my rockman, I'll just kind of put him right here. I don't really know where else to put him right now. Anywhere, I guess, that he can easily move around. And let's just see if we're jumping anywhere cool. No, it doesn't look like it. So let's see here. At 87 scrap, I don't believe I can upgrade much, but the engines would probably be a good idea at this point. Weapon systems. I actually have just enough for weapon systems. I just don't quite have the power for it. So yeah, I guess I can go with that for now, just to make sure I don't forget about it later. Looks like we can take somebody on too. Either take somebody on or just move on. Since I'm in Sector 3, I'm feeling a little ballsy. Let's do it. I know you shouldn't stay to this left side of the sector for too long, but just felt like we could probably do it. So I'm gonna take a stab at the pike beam this time, since I've been wanting to use it since we got it. And it's gonna take a little bit of time to charge up, so my ion cannon has plenty of time to get in there. I can draw this across so many rooms. That's what makes it so awesome. For the most part, that's pretty good. There's probably a even better way to do this. Yeah, I can even hit the engine room a little bit by hitting it there. I'm sure there's even a more optimal way to do that. But the rock-controlled ships are nice because all the rooms are grouped together so much that they make it pretty easy. So I'm going to turn on our cloaking and we'll get the show on the road here. I could even release an anti-ship drone if I decide to take away cloaking in the med bay. So as you can see, we did quite a bit of damage on that pass of the pike beam, and it looks like they're kind of can't see them right now because I got to upgrade our scanners, but they're doing pretty well on that. So that was kind of a hard hit. Let's take our Engis down here. Not offering me anything cool here, so I'm just gonna cut into your ship and end this. They're not getting anywhere. Pretty much all their systems are down. Yeah, that's done. Way more scrap for doing it that way. Okay. Any stores that we're gonna go to? No. Alright, see, I'm pretty convinced I'm gonna need more power at this point, just to view some of the or use some of the stuff that we have already. But I'm also kind of interested in getting a better sensor screen just so I can see what's going on in the enemy ship. I think I'm just gonna go with power right now. We'll go for the sensors maybe when I have a little excess money to spend. Nothing there, so let's move on. I'm going to take this one on just so I can see more of the things that are around me. So here we go. Now we have a rock crew, which actually gives us opportunities to speak to rock people a little better. I suppose they didn't like the rock man though, so it looks like we're going to be attacked by them anyway. These guys I should be able to draw across most of their ship here. Oops. That's what I want. Try and take down their shields as much as possible. Of course they released some guys against me. Our Engis are the same. Mantis are really good at combat, so there's a good chance that I'm gonna have to pull these guys out. But the advantage to the Engi ship is it has those repair systems, or those health systems. So that means I can keep them in for just a little bit longer. And Liam here, our Rockman, is actually he's got a lot of health, but he's not very good at combat, I'm afraid. So I'm just kind of waiting for a moment, then we'll send him back in. No reason to take everybody else off. These guys aren't really that big of a issue to me. I mean, sure, they're taking down my they ported back just in time to get blown up. Very nice. So let's put our Engi back to work on this system here. Just have everybody heal up real quick. This is just our door system, so that's not really too big of a deal. I'll get you all healed up. And I would just like to keep moving in the sector here. You can see this exit is actually pretty far in, so we don't really have a ton of time to dilly-dally in this sector. But nobody says that word anymore. Dilly-dally. I definitely don't. I was thinking, well, I'd like to take on somebody. Oh, it's just an asteroid field. Okay, so it's good to check. Usually I don't go for these hazardous zones, but I tend to not really mind asteroid fields. I actually think they're kind of fun. Okay, that should pretty much draw through the entire ship with room, or with some length to spare. We almost don't even need the ion blast right now because, in fact, I'm just gonna power up our Hermes missile here and just try and end this really fast. As well, even though we can't see anything. Oh, I was thinking of the, I was thinking of something else actually. I guess we can. No, I'm not gonna accept surrender right now. I knew we would be able to blow you up real easily. Got a little more scrap out of it too. It's kind of annoying sometimes to have to wait for your FTL drive to boost up. Now, if I go for this distress beacon, I'm not going to have any time to get all the way down to the exit, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I might have time to get to the store before we head out of here, so I might want to just make sure I'm in range of that. So we can sell some of our drone parts for scrap. That's actually not a bad deal. 12 for 48. That might be a bit much. Actually, kind of like drones, so I don't think I want to sell them too much. They don't give you like a discount rate or anything for selling more, but I might as well do 6 for 24. 6 for 24. That's only 2 per, right? Wait, that didn't quite sound right. 3 per. 4 per? Yeah, 4 per drone. That sounds okay. No, I'm just doing the math in my head. I don't know if that's really worth it because I'm gonna need these drones later on, probably for something. So I don't really know if that's that worth it. Every time I use a hull repair too, that uses up 1 drone, and that repairs several. Yeah, I think I'm gonna ignore that. That repairs several. That reminds me, actually, I need to probably do that. Let's take this offline. That repairs a bit of my hull, and that's probably worth it right there. That's probably worth more than 4. I think it costs 2 for 1, actually, on a typical station repair. These hull repairs, I didn't buy these or anything, so I just got them through my mission. Alright, so we have an option of either going to an asteroid field or going to the store. I think I'm going to take the store. Just to see what they have. I suppose I can grab a crew teleporter, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense right now. Ion Blast 1, definitely not going to get it. Firebomb, kind of tempting actually. Especially for later in the game. So I'm not really too sure if I want to go with that or not. Firebomb, I mean, all it really does is make a fire. But it might be kind of nice to have versus the Hermes missile, which we can sell for 25. That Hermes missile is only kind of useful to me. I don't really think it's quite as useful as having this firebomb, so that's why I'm considering it. But then again, I can use all the energy I have, all the scrap I have right now, and instead of purchasing anything, I could actually upgrade some stuff. So we already got the desired weapon control that I've been wanting to have, and I do want to upgrade my shields here by 50. I could probably afford 2 of these and a power bar, and then another power bar here in a moment, right after a jump. So that should work out for now. In this next sector, I think that's going to work out pretty well. Yeah, I didn't need to repair anything, that's fine. Alright, I think we did that pretty well. I've been pretty good about actually not... I'm going to the Zoltan homeworld, by the way. Been pretty good about not getting caught by the rebels so far, which is very, very crucial, I've learned, in surviving for a long time. Don't need to go to the store here, so I'm just going to go straight out as far as I can on the first jump. Oh, we got a 25 scrap and a drone, or a system repair drone. Huh. Those system repair drones have been moderately useful to me in the past. You can activate one of these guys, and it'll act as like your automatic repair guy. He'll repair any systems that are on the ship. But you have to activate it per sector that you're in, I believe. So, tends to be sort of useful. I, for one, just like having an Engi somewhere that I can use as sort of my auto repair guy, where they don't usually auto repair, but you know, if you're paying attention pretty well, you can get them to auto repair. Now, I was gonna say we can jump into the nebula here for a while, but don't see the point right now as the rebels aren't even here yet. No, we just have intruders like right away on this one. Don't you love it when they go right for this oxygen area? I suppose I should pay attention to this stuff too. These guys only have one shield, so I should be able to take it down pretty easily. Draw a really long line through their ship. Oh, I'm not paying attention, so Fleishy here. Towards that med bay as soon as possible. Oh man, that missile could have easily taken him out. Jeez. My rock man, get him out. Repair him. How are they able to get over here so fast? I think I gotta get better doors. Like, way better doors. We might actually take this ship out before they can teleport back. Let's keep everybody alive. I have no real reason to sacrifice these guys other than to just kind of, yeah. I was hoping they would teleport back before they destroyed any of the systems. Oh, and that reminds me, I gotta get this oxygen area repaired. That's fine, you can stay there. Let's get a couple guys in there. I think we could easily take one down this time. One down. Get that other one down. There we go. And we'll get everything repaired. I get a little queasy if I don't have second level oxygen at this point in the game, so I think I'm gonna grab that, and I'm also gonna grab a extra sensor. And that should keep me pretty. I feel like then I can probably rest at ease a little bit more. And why not? Let's get engines. I don't know why I have that so low so far, but I have the money for it right now, so I might as well spend it. Okay, so now we're out here. There is a store and a distress beacon. Just go straight to that distress beacon. Whoa, okay, we got a lot of options here. Distress signal from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire. Looking for help to fix or disable it. So we can ion weapon, disable it, cloaking, use cloak to disable. I never understood how that's supposed to work. Or remotely repair its targeting system. I think I'm going to go with the Engi crew on that one. Remotely fixed it, 55 scrap for that, and 3 fuel, which apparently we needed. So I feel pretty good about that. But thinking about it though, it's actually pretty low on fuel, so let's go and grab some while we still can. Alright, that leaves us with 50 scrap to spare. We could get a drone. Anti-ship drone 2, actually. Which does that ship drone go for? 25? It's not too bad. Hermes cannon also goes for 25, so I could get a ship drone 2. Which is probably 3 power. Be my guess. No, 4 power. Wow, so we'd have to actually upgrade the system to that. But I haven't actually used the ship drone in a little while, so I think I'm going to go with that. Just as I know it's something we're going to want to do here pretty soon. And switch these around. Make sure that ship drone is actually good to go. Do a quick repair here too. That whole repair drone is just so nice to have at any time. I'll let him finish up. There we go. I feel a lot better now that we have 10 fuel. The scrap recovery arm, that's the one that I purchased long ago. I don't believe I'm going to be able to collect anything from that, unfortunately, so I'm just going to have to dump it. That kind of sucks. Not really what I was hoping for. And I believe I upgraded one of our systems here, but I don't have the power anymore to deal with that. But yeah, I need a little bit more to get some more power bars. I think I'm going to have to probably focus on power bars here pretty soon. One thing I'm thinking is I could probably jump into that nebula for a little while. Try and slow them down, but it looks like that's only going to work for one round. That's probably not a great idea. Let's head over here. A lot of little sectors over there. Ooh, these guys look a little bit intense. Okay. So let's first get that pike beam up and our cloaking systems up. Get that ion cannon out on that shield, and I believe we should be able to hit pretty much everything with this pike beam, so let's do it to it. I can really tell I need more power though. These guys are going to do a lot of damage. After this I'm probably going to have to repair the ship. Okay, so now since these two are doing kind of a lot of damage here, I think it's probably best to do some damage to their systems here, their drone systems. Alright, now it looks like they're already kind of on top of us, so let's get everybody starting to repair the ship. That pike beam cannot go fast enough. In fact, I'm going to ion blast that their drones here. There we go. Okay, now they're down. Come on, come on. Keep that. There we go. I was really worried the shields would go back up. Ah, that was a close call. And power down that pike beam and we'll get this thing repaired. Yeah, as soon as I saw those two drones, I was pretty damn worried. I like having this sensor. I really hate just having the whole ship in the dark. If you have the ship in the dark, you just don't know what the heck's going on. It's never a good plan. Now I definitely have enough to upgrade those power bars. So let's grab at least one of those. Another one, why not? We're at 25 for that. It's probably about time that we also upgraded the door systems. Is there only two? No, there's three. Three available for that. So that'll prevent fires from spreading, which I would not doubt if we encounter that pretty soon. So we have a transport vessel slowly making its way toward the beacon here, and they say this is a Zoltan peace envoy. Yeah, let's hear him out. I think this is a special mission, actually. Added a quest marker. Okay. Quest marker's right here. Yay! Don't have to do much. Attempt to hail these guys. And I believe we don't want them to surrender. We don't want to tell them this. That doesn't look like a good option. Perhaps we could be a reconciliation of our ideals. Galaxy is huge. Could you find a place for your ideals to elsewhere without causing this destruction? True progress can only be achieved without bloodshed. I think we can go with this one. Wow, they faded away, and a Zoltan fleet appears around your ship. The captain of your ship met previously and materializes on your bridge. And it looks like they're going to give me a Breach Bomb Mark II. Awesome. Creates a hull breach. Wow, okay. Well, I have no complaints about that scenario. Basically, that was your standard homeworld quest, and I like that one was really condensed because we had it just one and then one, which made it really easy to do. Now I got to get to the exit, unfortunately, but that made for a really nice, sweet little thing to do. So I guess we should try and attempt to cloak it to access the cache. I don't really have anything to lose here. Otherwise, we're just going to wake it up and have to fight it anyway. Successfully approached it. We got 3 fuel, 28 scrap. We're going to need some more fuel, by the way. That's looking pretty low. We are ready to get out of here. Here's the Rock Homeworld. Let's check that out. I've never been there. Might have been there. Should tread carefully here. Now, in the Rock Homeworld, we definitely want to at least look out for the old quest like we found on the Zoltan area. If we can find it, we'll be in good company. I just realized we have a lot of scrap here too. And I've been saying how we need power bars more than anything, so let's just add on 3 power bars and call it a day. Now I should be able to turn on those engines. Don't really need oxygen. Now I should be able to turn on any of these guys too. I'm gonna go straight for a battle. I don't see why not. Now our original idea of firing that ion blast really often is probably going to start to it's probably not going to work as well now, and the reason is because I keep forgetting I need to upgrade the drone part of my ship, so I'll probably do that next. But this ion blaster, as you can see here, it can be fired really, really fast. So if we can take out one of these, if we can take out a shield, if we take out the shield room after maybe getting a pike beam pass in there, I think we'll be in pretty good company. So this, I think this idea might not actually be that bad. Just got to keep hammering that shield with our ion blaster. There we go. Now we got a nice round of damage on these guys. We're pretty much just keeping their shield down. So the ion blast too is actually not a bad. It's not a bad plan anymore. In fact, I'm just going to turn on my hull repair here and start repairing the hull. So I'm so confident that we're going to win this mission here. So I imagine that you unlock this ship here. If you do unlock anything, that's like nothing. I guess 3 fuel's not bad, but I don't think that's that great. They can't go anywhere because their deck here is totally wiped out. Got a lot more scrap. No fuel though, so that probably wasn't that great. Considering. Okay, drone control, that is on now. Now we can do our anti-ship 2 drone, and I kind of want to check that out, actually. Wow, this there's a big gap in here. I don't know how I feel about that. So I don't think I can make the skip from here to here. I keep saying skip. Skip is the term that was used in that Old Man's War book that I just read because of that humble ebook bundle that I was able to grab. That was part of that bundle. That was a really, really good book. So they're asking that if we give them 2 fuel, which I need to keep, they'll give us 3 drone parts. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think that's actually a great deal. Asteroid fields do not scare me, so I'm going to take that on. Looks like our weapon guy is finally up to the next mark, so we should be able to take these guys down with the ion blaster pretty easily. Might be able to get a little bit on their oxygen area. Now if I turn down my engines, I can actually turn on this anti-ship 2 drone. And we might actually get through this thing really damn fast. I got a pretty good array of weapons at my disposal now. Oh, that didn't look good. Let's get a rock guy in there. He can take care of that fire pretty easily. And let's just do a quick hull repair. Might as well. Good to keep that ship repaired. Never know what's going to happen. Well, that got us up to 100%. Nice. That does not always happen. I'm going to take a stop at the store here so we can grab some fuel. Heavy laser 1 does not sound great. Halberd beam is pretty dang good, but probably not going to be that much better than the pike beam. And that crew teleporter would not be too bad, I have to say. Could probably buy it too, but I really need to get fuel first and foremost. I don't really know if I'd use the crew teleporter, to be honest. I just figured, like, if I if I use that on the mothership, I can probably take out those weapon rooms pretty easily, so it might be good for the very end of the game. Other than that, I don't really know if it's going to come into play very often. The ship's doing pretty good. We're still a pretty early part of the game, unfortunately, so I don't really know how good it's going to do in the long run. Thank God this is an asteroid field. I really hate getting up against suns. It just annoy the heck out of me. Just trying to draw across as many rooms as possible. Why not? Let's put an anti-ship drone against these guys. Just make this quick and dirty. No, their shield is pretty dang good. Oh, I got a good hit on them, both of these. Now, as soon as we break through that shield, even if it's a really good shield, there's pretty little chance that they're going to make it to the end. I'm still actually kind of low on fuel. So I know if I hit these guys, if I destroy them, all I'm really going to get out of it is scrap. So I think I'm just going to take the 2 fuel, 1 missile, call it a day. I'm going to give this about 5 more minutes, guys, before I jump off. Been trying to cut it off about the 1 hour mark, especially since it's kind of late tonight. So might as well jump all the way over to the other side of the map. Oh, and we seem to be outfitted for combat. And this might actually be the quest that we're looking for. So we don't want to blow these guys up, is part of the mission directive here. Just want to kind of pepper them a little bit. So I probably don't want to use a breach missile. If I can get one good shot in with my pike beam, then I should be good to go. And by the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but that time for the pike beam to charge up has gone down considerably since I first started. Well, now they're not going to make it at all. I'm actually surprised they haven't surrendered yet. Well, they took down my... Well, I don't know how we're still firing because they took down my weapons there for a moment. Oh, they took down my pike beam, that's what it was. Well, that makes more sense. Oh, they're hitting me. You bastards, I can't believe that. Get in there. Okay, so let them live. And now they're the guys that originally gave me the mission have come back, and they're giving me a heavy ion, which I can probably sell for some scrap. Heavy ion. Heavy ion versus ion blast 2. So for this we get shots per charge 1, no damage, ion damage is 1. This one gives ion damage of 2, which is probably a little better actually. Charge time is at 13 seconds versus 4 seconds though. But with my upgraded ability, I don't know if that's any better or not. I like the idea of hitting them really really hard and often with the ion cannon. Alright, it appears that there's a distress beacon right here. I'm just going to go ahead and take that first, because you don't know, it might actually be the quest that we're looking for. So it looks like these guys have some fuel issues, which I have too. But, you know, in this case, I'm trying to get a little ahead in this game, so let's try and, let's see if giving them fuel will do anything. Oh, they give us a hole smasher laser. Let's see what that's all about. Hole laser 1. If anything, this is going to be good at, good for some scrap selling. But honestly, those hole lasers can be pretty damn good for hitting a... I mean, let's face it, I haven't really been using the breach missiles, have I? I've been wondering if those would be actually worth it or not. What's the charge-up time on a breach missile, anyway? Yeah, it's about 17 seconds versus this one, which is 14 seconds. Breach chance is low. I don't know what the fire... I guess there's no chance of getting a fire. Which is kind of lame, actually. I'll think about it. I'll probably have to check it out first. So what is this? Another asteroid field, okay. We got a little bit of time, so 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, so I probably don't have quite enough time for that. Let's take this one that's over to the left first. Immediately messaged by an imposing-looking rock war vessel. So this could be the quest I'm looking for, actually. There's a ship to save the Federation, and so we could say we're going to save them or die trying. We're strong enough to destroy you, or we could ignore them. I feel like these guys would be better off with intimidation, so I'm going to go with we're strong enough to destroy you. Ship is not the same as a fleet, but at least you've got some fire. Meet us at these coordinates if you want to prove to us that the Federation is worth saving. Then jump away. And we added a quest marker, so this sounds kind of like what I need to get to. But where is the quest marker? The quest marker is probably in the next sector. I was really hoping to see what that's like. So I'm gonna finish up this part right here. Get rid of this rock guy. You know, this one actually I could probably kill this guy with asphyxiation. I'll cue my guy up though. No, don't. Went right through there. I can't even believe that. Alright, so let's get that ion blast on there, pike beam on there. Get this going. Anti-ship drone, let's get that going. One thing's for sure, this guy's not looking so hot. He's dying of his asphyxiation pretty quickly. I well and truly thought that he would, for sure... 4 fuel, 7 missiles, and 31 scrap? I can't even believe that. Yeah, let's take that. Oh, yeah. We'll be able to kill this guy of asphyxiation pretty easily. I'm actually pretty amazed that he's still on the ship. I was pretty sure that when you surrender, it doesn't cause an issue for you. So what's the deal? Oh, I forgot to open this door here. I've killed guys of asphyxiation a couple times now, but it's a pretty slow going process. Feed a little extra power into the oxygen here. And I think that's going to be it for tonight. I guess let's get to the next sector, because I kind of want to see where this this mission's going to be at. We're going for a few more minutes here. Get back on that platform there. Go help them out to fix it. We'll leave you right there. Looks like our pilot just made an accommodation here. Got a little free stuff. I like that. Free stuff's always good. Next sector. Actually getting pretty close to being done with this. Pirate controlled or Engi controlled? Probably want to take the Engi controlled. I just want to see where that quest is. So the quest is all the way up here, and will probably take me a good 10 minutes or so to get up there. I don't really know if it will take me that long. I'm so excited to see what that's all about, and I kind of want to see if that's like the definitive Engi mission, or I'm sorry, Rock mission. So at this point, I probably want to make sure I have really good doors that people can't get through. So I'm going to improve those. And then you can either go for engines or maybe improved shielding, which I think at this point in the game is really important. So I'm going to go with improved shielding, sink the rest into power bars, except make sure that this shield is ready to go. And we'll just kind of make a beeline over here. Finish this up pretty soon, though. Someone has fallen into our trap. They've been waiting here this whole time. I don't think this ion blast is going to be quite as effective anymore, unfortunately. So I'm going to try this breach missile in the same area, and we'll take down that oxygen here and fire up the old anti-ship 2 drone to kind of peck away at him. Really hoping that that breach missile can do some damage. Actually, that breach missile basically went to the oxygen room somehow. I don't know how the accuracy is bad on these things, but I guess it is. So let's turn that off, get the pike beam back up. While everybody's in the oxygen room, we'll hit it again. Draw a nice big line across their ship here. And those new shields. Those new shields are really nice. We're gonna have cloak, by the way. So since they're not really offering me any fuel, I think I'm gonna not surrender that. It's not really very good. These pirates don't really have much. Hey, we actually got fuel out of that, so that was a really good time to deny it. Okay, so we only have 2 more jumps here. Not gonna hit the store. We will hit that distress beacon though, for sure. And then 1 more, and we can do this quest and see if we unlock a new ship or not. Alright, let's search the ship. It's abandoned, salvage what we can. Wow, that was easy. Alright, here's the quest, and it's going to be very close to a nearby sun, so let's make sure that we're all repaired and ready to go here. This one is probably going to be tough cookies. I'm not looking forward to this. So also I want to make sure that we're all upgraded. You know, I think the cloaking system at this point is probably going to be a good bet to go with, and then also our engine system. And then make sure we have one more power bar to go with. Get that engine system ready to go. Possibly that cloaking system too. Take this guy off for now. Although I wouldn't be surprised if we need that. And anything else I'm forgetting here? So I'm going to want that 4 for the anti-ship drone against these guys. Oh, I never feel like I actually prep for battles. Hope this works out. See how long your competing ship can handle the heat. Prepare for a challenge. Okay. Starts to power up their FTL drive. As long as we're going to earn their trust, we must endure the heat for as long as they can. Okay, so didn't really get the impression that we're actually targeting them. Okay, so they boarded our ship. That can't be a good sign. So I know the first thing I'm going to want to do is power back up this med bay. So I'll just power down the engines a little bit. We'll take it out of there. Hope that works out. I don't know what I'm doing. I need my human on the weapons system. Oh, we've already got something in the oxygen room here. Actually, I could probably just drain the oxygen. Ironically. All right, what went out? Something got damaged. So all of a sudden, I have a lot of power. Looks like the pike beam isn't up for some reason. Oh, they took it out with a ion blast. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, and it looks like we fought them back. That's always good. Take you guys into our med bay. And turn that cloak back on. We always got to make sure that we're... To jump away, relay coordinates of your navigation system. It must mean for you to follow them. Okay. This is an interesting one. Oh, it's all the way down here. Gosh, I'm so, like I gotta find out what happens. So it looks like some sympathizers contacted us and gave us an anti-ship drone Mark II, just like the one that I have right now. So I can likely sell that pretty soon. Let's let all our fires go out here. Everything otherwise looks like it's pretty good. The hull did not get damaged whatsoever. I find that to be pretty incredible. Part of our oxygen system is still working here, which is part of the reason that you should always upgrade it first and foremost. I feel like it's always important. Take a sip of my water here. Okay, once this thing is ready to go, we'll repair it. Okay, should be good now. Now we can actually sink a little more power in the oxygen. Sink a little more power into our power bar, since having more power is always very useful. Just chasing right after these guys. So we could just strip it, or we could download the ships at data stores. I have no use for data stores since I have long-range scanners, so I'm not going to even try that. And one more in the power bar here, so I have a little more to work with. Okay, so this should be it. This is the quest here. A massive Rockman shipyard, and notice that the ship has just tried to kill you, is docked and already being repaired. Well fought, I must say. I did not expect you to survive. Okay. And I got a new ship unlocked. Yeah! Alright, looks like we got this awesome looking ship cruiser here. The Rock deliver a cruiser to the hangar. Bulwark's been unlocked. Okay, great. And we've also got rock plating to help out. That sounds pretty awesome. So we get superior hull armor, provides a 15% chance to negate incoming hull damage. Hit systems will still be damaged. That's pretty good. I don't really know how good long-range scanners are going to be at this point. It'll be okay, but I imagine later on in the game we're not going to probably need them that much. So I'm going to go with those long-range scanners. Going to get rid of those, and we will put the rock plating on. You don't get opportunities like that very often. All right, with that, I think it's probably time to put this game on pause, and we'll finish it up tomorrow. Thanks very much for anybody who is in here and checking us out, and glad we were able to at least get one unique quest done too. Two actually, now that I think about it. Although I already had the Zoltan one finished. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and please tune in tomorrow on Twitch TV, and as well as hit us up on our YouTube channel and our website at fullnova0.com. You guys have a good one. Good night.